Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to the Sulphur Springs High School and attending the 84th Annual Parent Member Awards Banquet. Before we eat, Wayne Hinton, our Sentinel, will give our invocation.
Please bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity to come together. Please be with those who cannot be here tonight and with everyone throughout their daily lives. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Thank you, Wayne. We'd like to thank Big Smith's Barbecue for catering this evening. As of now, the buffet lines are open, so feel free to make your way back there and grab a bite to eat. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you've not finished your meal, please feel free to do so. But for the sake of time, we must begin our program for this evening. At this time, we'll have the presentation of our flags from the Green Hand FFA members.
Please stand for the presentation of the flags. I am the flag of the United States of America. I am whatever you make me, nothing more. I am your belief in yourself, your dream of what people may become. I live a challenging life, a life of moods and passions, of heartbreaks and tired muscles. Sometimes I droop, for then purpose has gone from me, and cynically I play the coward. But always, I am all that you hope to be and have the courage to try for. I am strong and fear, struggle and panic, and ennobling hope. I am the day's work of the weakest man, and the largest dream of the most daring. I am the farmer, lawyer, doctor, cook, counselor, and clerk. I am the battle of yesterday and the mistake of tomorrow. I am the mystery of the men who do without knowing why. I am the clutch of an idea and the resound purpose of resolution. I am no more than what you believe me to be and all that you believe that I can be. I wave before your eyes as a bright gleam of color, a symbol of yourself, the pictured suggestion of that big thing which makes this nation. My stars and stripes are your dreams and labors. They are bright with color, brilliant with courage, and firm with faith, because you have made them so out of your hearts. And as long as men cherish liberty more than life itself, I shall continue to be the enduring banner of the United States of America. I am the flag of the great Lone Star State of Texas. When Texans look upon me, names such as Austin, Houston, Travis, Bannon, Bowie, and Crockett flash their memories. They think of the landmarks of Texas Liberty, Goliad, San Jacinto, and the Alamo. I represent grazing cattle, fruit-laden orchards, green fields of grain, and brightly painted barns. It was me that Colonel Fannin was speaking of when he said, "Give us a flag for which we can fight and hoist up in defiance of Santa Anna." My vertical line of blue represents the loyalty in the hearts of all Texans, and my horizontal stripe of white stands for the purity in the hearts of all Texans. My horizontal stripe of red represents the blood that has been shed by Texans everywhere in the name of freedom and liberty. A star has always been the symbol of domination and sovereignty, and it is only proper that I should bear a star as a symbol of the Lone Star State of Texas. I represent many things to many people. I can be all that you make me, but nothing more. And as long as men cherish liberty and freedom, I shall continue to fly proudly over the free state of Texas. I am the flag of the FFA. I represent the fulfillment of your impossible dream. I represent almost 500,000 FFA members all over this great nation. I stand for the young people of America who are willing to meet the challenges of agriculture in the future, and the young people who are developing themselves for more responsible leadership and better citizenship. I am the blue and the gold of the FFA. My blue background represents the solid foundation that you have in this great organization. My sparklings of gold stand for the golden opportunities that are offered to you and the responsibility that goes with each, as well as the opportunity and responsibility that helps you to develop yourself. As long as young people strive for agriculture leadership, cooperation, and citizenship, I shall continue to represent the greatest agriculture youth organization in the world. But always, I will be what you make me, nothing more. Fellow FFA members, you are the makers of the flags that represent you. May you always glory in their making. You may be seated.
Thank you, Green Hand FFA members. The meeting hall will come to order. We are now holding the 84th Annual Parent Member Awards Banquet of the Sulphur Springs FFA Chapter. Madam Vice President, are all officers at your station?
Station by the door. Through this door, private people into the FFA. Invited and seated, the doors open to our friends at all times, and they are welcome. I care for the meeting room with paraphernalia. I try to keep your room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The reporter is stationed by the flag. Why by the flag? As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii. The treasurer.
Stationed in Danville, Washington.
Your duties there?
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements, just as Washington kept his farm accounts carefully and accurately. I encourage friends and other members to shop to know about financial savings and savings and investments. George Washington was never able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there?
I keep accurate records at all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the act.
Why stationed by the act?
The owl is a time-honored symbol of knowledge. Being older than the person, I'm asked to advise from time to time, as legal advice. I hope my advice will always be based on true knowledge and practice wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep the plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is to meet the rising sun.
Why is the President so esteemed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Mr. President, all officers are at their stations. Thank you. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
There are 40 members and 60 guests present. Mr. President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which FFA members should possess. May we accomplish our purposes, I now declare the 84th Annual Parent Member Awards Banquet of the Sulphur Springs FFA Chapter duly open to the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented.
Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow officers and I would like to thank you, the community, for all your support throughout the 2021-2022 school year. We hope you enjoy this evening with us and sharing our accomplishments this year. Thank you again. At this time, Caroline Coker will recognize our special guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have some very special guests here tonight. These individuals include school board members, administration, and teachers that help our chapter throughout the year. Without the support from these individuals, we would not be able to accomplish the great things we have done this year. At this time, will you please give these guests a round of applause?
Bobby McDonald was a huge supporter of the FFA and agriculture, even after graduating. Not only was he a supporter of the FFA and agriculture, he was a supporter of everything Hopkins County, from community programs to school activities, and you could always count on seeing Bobby somewhere taking pictures. Bobby dedicated his life to serving not only the ag community, but also dedicated his life to everyone living in our community. Bobby was a champion supporter and advocate of the Sulphur Springs FFA chapter. From advertising for the fundraisers and auctions and reporting what they had been up to throughout the year so the public saw what these kids were up to. Without Bobby's help, SSFFA would not be where it is today. We wanted to make sure and honor his legacy by awarding a scholarship to a deserving student. It is with great honor I present the $500 scholarship of Bobby McDonald. This year's recipient is Jasmine Cordova. She could not be here tonight due to a work conflict.
Sterling Beckham spent his life in service to Texas youth and agriculture. His years of tenure at Sulphur Springs High School and an agricultural education allowed him and his wife, Eva, to influence and impact the lives of many of today's agricultural leaders. From training award-winning leadership and judging teams to active participation in the Vocational Agriculture Teachers Association of Texas, Sterling Beckham gave his all to his profession, inspiring others as he worked. It comes as no surprise that after Mr. Beckham's death, his friends, colleagues, and former students came together to remember his contribution to their lives and profession. They wanted to create a program that would celebrate and continue Mr. and Mrs. Beckham's contribution to agricultural education. The group has dedicated its efforts to the creation of the Sterling and Eva Beckham Scholarship. This year, we awarded 2 scholarships in the amount of $1,000 each to 2 highly deserving students that excelled in academics as well as being champions for the FFA. This year's recipients are Cash Goodito and Bo Bankston.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give the Billy Connor Award. This award is to honor the life of Billy Connor. Mr. Connor is someone who went above and beyond to help students in the chapter of Sulphur Springs FFA during his tenure with the Sulphur Springs FFA. This award is to be given to a student or students who have gone above and beyond for our chapter during the years in high school. The award recipients are ones who exhibit great work ethic and willingness to serve. These students have always been ones that we can count on to show up early and go home after everyone else. They are always eager to help, no matter what is needed or when. These students have always offered to help when they didn't even hold an officer position. Tonight's award goes to a very deserving young lady. She is always more than willing to help and goes above and beyond with everything that she does. She is not afraid of hard work, and most of the time volunteers to do things that other kids do not want to do. I have watched her give it all and still be upset when she feels like she could do better. She truly takes pride in everything that she does and wants to be the best that she can be. She's even a certified Sites cookie baker here in the Ag Building. She is Olivia Palacios. Tonight, for the first time ever, I would like to award 2 floral scholarships. These students work very hard to produce monthly arrangements and deliver them all over this school district. They also create arrangements for various banquets, school clubs throughout the year. This year alone, the advanced floral design classes produced over 800 flower arrangements. These students have received their level 1 floral certification, competed in various floral cups, interned at local florists, competed on LDE and CDE floral teams, and all of the money that they generate from these monthly arrangements and banquets that they do goes back to these scholarships. These students work very hard, and I joke with them all the time, I can't pay you for your work, but I promise if you'll stick with it, we'll reward you one day. Tonight, I would like to award 2 seniors that I feel like are more than deserving of these scholarships. We're going to give away 2 $500 scholarships tonight. They have both worked very hard, and I know one day they'll be very successful in all that they do. I'm happy to announce tonight's scholarship winners, Amanda Hernandez and Oriana Mendez.
Our National FFA program has 5 levels of active membership: Discovery, the Green Hand, the Chapter FFA, the State FFA degree, and the highest, the American FFA degree. Tonight, we are going to recognize the new Green Hand and Chapter FFA degree recipients.
I will read the names of our Green Hands first. As I do, we ask that each of you come forward to receive your pin. Will all recipients receiving the Green Hand Award please line up on our right side? Please hold your applause until all recipients have been called. Aspen Mayhew. Jordan Van Winkle. Gabby Tubb. Valerie Flecker. Sharon Obrego. Lane Currens. Cade Dennis. Presley Brown. Cash Gamblin. Tristan Ely. Trenton Allsbrook. Will you please give a round for these Green Hands? Now Wayne will read the names of those to receive the chapter degree.
Will all recipients receiving the chapter degree please line up on our right side? Please hold your applause until all recipients have been called. Cohen Bell. Peyton Ball. Caroline Coker. Olivia Palacios. Raleigh Carroll. Catherine Starzik. Cohen Moss. Michelle Allen. Cicely Bravo. Olivia Gabrielle. Peyton Herford. Janice Rivera. Braddock Rawson. Please give a round of applause for these new chapter partners. We will now recognize the outstanding green hand.
Each year, the Sulphur Springs FFA recognizes the outstanding students through the program, such as the Star Green Hand and the Star Chapter Farmer. Because of the number of deserving first-year Ag students, our chapter has established another position for the outstanding green hand. This year was started in 1980 and is given in memory of Randy Schaefer and Ken Poe. This recipient is selected on basis of his or her program or project program, leadership teams, judging teams, livestock shows, meeting attendance, and other criteria. This year's green hand, outstanding green hand is Tristan Ely. It's always a pleasure to receive honorary members in the FFA. The purpose of the ceremony is to recognize from time to time the efforts of others made on our behalf. Mr. Secretary, will you read the section of the National Constitution which provides the honorary membership?
Honorary membership. Farmers, school superintendents, principals, members of the Board of Education, chapter advisors, teachers, staff members in agricultural education, business people, and others who are helping to advance agricultural education and the FFA, and who have rendered outstanding service may be elected to honorary membership by majority vote of the members present at any regular meeting or convention.
Mr. Secretary, will you read the name of the person who received this honor?
Mr. President, members and guests, I'm pleased to read the following name. Mr. Driver.
Will the officers take their place beside me? Will the usher please present the candidate? The Secretary will now explain why they are to receive this honor.
Mr. Driver has been a supporter of our program from the day he arrived. Over the years, anytime we've run into an obstacle, he has always been there to help us overcome it. He is all about building relationships with students and helping them succeed. Mr. Driver has a huge heart and a great passion for our students. From making sure everything is running smoothly on campus so that we can travel to our many events and contests, to helping us secure everything we might need for those trips. Mr. Driver has always been there to lend a helping hand. While he does not like to take credit for much, he works behind the scenes on many things on behalf of all students at Sulphur Springs. And we feel it important to honor his loyalty to the Sulphur Springs FFA chapter and to show our appreciation for the wisdom and support he gave us.
I welcome you as a friend of the FFA. It is my privilege as Sentinel to extend to you the symbolic handclap of friendship and brotherhood.
As a reporter, I am pleased to inform you that the FFA is a national youth organization whose purpose is to develop agricultural leaders. Welcome to membership.
The contribution as a useful citizen in our democracy serves as an example for our members to follow. As treasurer, I welcome you to our organization.
The FFA needs counsel and guidance from recognized leaders. It is my pleasure as secretary to add your name to our roll of honorary members.
Throughout the year, we rely on wisdom and knowledge from community leaders. Thank you for always being there for our chapter and lending your knowledge to help us be successful.
As Vice President, I welcome you to the FFA. I would inform you that our members learn to appreciate the dignity of labor. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much.
On behalf of every member, I wish to say we are proud to have you as an honorary member. May this affiliation prove above valuable to all. I impress upon you that we look to you for counsel and guidance. It is to you because of the great respect we have for you that we have been elected to honorary membership. May we always cooperate for the benefit of all. I now offer upon you the honorary membership in the Sulphur Springs FFA chapter and present you with this token of membership. The main purpose of our banquet each year is to recognize those members of our chapter who have achieved outstanding goals in their particular fields. Tonight, Ms. Thompson, our chapter advisor, will present several of these awards.
Before we start with our Proficiency in Chapter Awards, we would like to take a moment to brag on our students a little bit more. This past summer at State Convention, Riley Carroll competed in the Junior Prepared Public Speaking and ended up 9th overall in the state. Over the school year, we have taken 50 students across the state of Texas and competed at many stock shows and judging contests. This fall, we had 37 students competing on 10 different leadership development event teams. Of those teams, the following teams competed at the area contest: Ag Advocacy, Ag Skills, and Green Hand Creed Speaking. Our Beef Cattle Show team competed at 4 States Fair, East Texas State Fair, Fort Worth, and Houston as a team, and we had individuals go to San Antonio and other breed shows. Our senior, Cash Vidito, served as the president of the Texas Junior Brahmin Association and is a national Brahmin director. The Dairy Cattle Show team, consisting of Wayne Hinton, Tripp Smith, Jaden Arledge, and Addie Coon, competed at the East Texas State Fair, where they won the Chapter Show Team Award. They also competed at the State Fair of Texas, Fort Worth, and Stillwater. Along with those shows, some traveled to Oklahoma for breed shows, as well as many other jackpots and state shows. Hannah Simmons sewed swine at the San Antonio Livestock Show this year. Caroline Coker showed sheep at Houston and Austin livestock shows. The Ag Mechanics team traveled to Houston with a 24-foot low void trailer built by Tate Bradford, Garrett Tubb, and Jackson Maynard, and a four bale hay dolly trailer built by Alex Flecker, Clayton Boykin, and Braddock Rawson. They also showed a welding trailer built by Tristan McKinney, Jake Henderson, and Jonathan Pachuto. This spring, we had 50 students come and compete with us on 13 different CDE contests. We had 4 of those teams advance to state. The Applied Ag Engineering team won our area to advance to state, with Cash Vidito placing first overall individual and Tate Bradford placing second. The Dairy Cattle Judging team also won our area contests, advancing them to state. Team members were Trip Smith, placing second high individual, Wayne Hinton placing 5th, Cash Gamblin placing 7th, and Tristan Eli placing 18th. The Ag Mechanics team placed second at area, advancing them to state. Bo Bankston on this team placed 4th individual, Clayton Boykin placed 8th individual, Garrett Tubb placed 8th as well, and Alex Flecker placed 13th overall. Our forage team also competed at state, team members including Catherine Starzik, Chase Mitchell, Tristan Eli, and Jordan Van Winkle. We also had 7 students compete in the first annual Sustainable Agriculture Contest at A&M Commerce. Catherine Starzik placed high overall individual, and the team overall placed 3rd. Then for NetLab, we had 52 FFA and junior FFA members sow their livestock. Many students made the sale and collectively brought home over $174,000 in our chapter. Thank you for the community for supporting the youth of our chapter and our show. Let's give them all a round of applause. Now for our proficiency awards. In goat and sheep production entrepreneurship, Caroline Coker. In sheep production placement, Cash Gamblin. In Ag Mechanics Design and Fabrication Entrepreneurship, Cash Vidito. In Agriculture Mechanics Design and Fabrication Placement, Bo Bankston. In Ag Mechanics Repair and Maintenance Entrepreneurship, Bradley Fudge. In Ag Mechanics Repair and Maintenance Placement, Kevin Perez. In Ag Mechanics Project Design, will all, as I call your names, come to the front. Tate Bradford, Garrett Tubb, Alex Flecker, Jackson Maynard, Braddock Rawson, Jonathan Pichardo, Trenton McKinney, Jake Henderson, and Clayton Boykin. And in swine production entrepreneurship, Braddock Rawson. In swine production placement, Hannah Simmons. In beef production entrepreneurship, Cash Vidito. In beef production placement, Catherine Starzik. In dairy production entrepreneurship, Tripp Smith. In dairy production placement, Wayne Hinton. And also for Wayne, a proficiency in forage production placement. In the veterinary science paid placement, Jaden Vidito. In the veterinary science unpaid placement, Jasmine Cordova. In the diversified livestock production entrepreneurship, Giselle Montes Docta. In poultry production placement, Catherine Starzik. And in poultry production entrepreneurship, Brent Horton. Now for our chapter awards. This year, our star green hand will be Jordan Van Winkle. Our star chapter farmer this year will be Riley Carroll. And your FFA Member of the Year, Wayne Hinton.
Thank you, Ms. Thompson. At this time, the officer team would like to take time to thank our parents. Without their support and sacrifices throughout the year, we could not accomplish everything we have done. Will the parents of the officers please come forward and stand in front of their kids' position? Mom and Dad, I'd like to start off by saying thank you for your love and support for the past 4 years. From either one of y'all dropping me off early in the morning for a contest or hauling me all over the state for every livestock show. Mom, I think it's safe to say that the whole FFA chapter has fallen in love with your treats and especially your brownies. Dad, thank you for always making sure I have everything in line for contests or in meetings and for always taking care of everything while I'm gone. Also, thanks for always making sure all our cattle are in the best condition for the shows. Without y'all's help, I wouldn't be where I am today, or the young man I am. Thank y'all both. I love you.
Rita Pearson once said, "Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them and insist that they can be the best they can possibly be." My parents have definitely been my champions. Mom, you pushed me out of my comfort zone and helped me juggle my crazy schedule. You set the bar high. Thank goodness Dan steps in and keeps me from pushing me over the edge. Dan, thanks for all the hours listening to me practice my speeches at FFA Creek. Now you know all the words even better than I do. Love y'all and thank you.
and Dad, thank y'all for everything that y'all have done for me. Without y'all, I would have never been able to do so much and accomplish so much. Dad, thank you for hauling me all over the state and driving to San Antonio after waking up at 2 a.m. and driving 8 hours. And for always being there for me. Mom, thank you for putting up with my sense of humor, even when I think I'm funny. I'm not. And for always being there and being available for me. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all.
Mom and Dad, I'm so grateful to have you both as my parents. Thank you always for supporting me, guiding me, and pushing me to do my best. There will never be enough words to explain my love and appreciation to you both. Mom, you've been through a lot here lately, and I'm so proud of you for fighting through it, even though it's been hard. You are doing great as always. Stay just peachy. Dad, you are our hardest worker, and for that I am forever grateful. Thank you for hauling my sheep and I across the state, even when the drives were a little rough at times. Your support with my show career means so much to me, and I hope we can keep making memories. Thank you so much, and I love y'all to the moon and back.
Mom and Dad, thank you for always being there for me. Thank you for being patient with me and growing me into the person I have become. Without y'all's time and dedication toward my education and activities, I wouldn't be able to accomplish as much as I have today, or, throughout my years. Thank y'all, and I love you.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for always being my #1 supporter no matter what. Whether it's showing cows or playing baseball, y'all are always there to support me. Without y'all, I wouldn't be able to do everything I do. I appreciate all y'all do. Love y'all.
Mom and Dad, thank you so much for the endless support you both show me. You have always taught me that I can reach all of my goals. No matter what, I know y'all will be there when I need to talk or just need a good laugh. I appreciate all that y'all do. Thank you, and I love you.
Now I'd like to present the retiring officers with plaques in honor of their service for the past year. Without their assistance and cooperation, we would not have had the success this past year that we have experienced. Will the officers come forward to receive their plaques as you are called? Vice President Riley Carroll. Our Secretary, Cohen Bell. Treasurer, Caroline Coker. Our reporter, Rebecca Stanley. Our sentinel, Wayne Hinton. Our advisor, Maddie Schmidt.
I will now present our president with his retiring officer plaque.
Okay, so each year, well, before I start that, I would like to thank the parents again. Without y'all's support, we wouldn't have a job, we wouldn't have anything to get these kids to go to, because if y'all weren't there, I think, Cohen, what'd you tell your dad? FFA stands for Fathers Feed Animals when they're gone, or Fathers Fund Animals, either one. Without y'all, we wouldn't be able to do any of this. So we just want to thank y'all again for raising some good kids that we get to enjoy just for a few years. So give yourself a round of applause on that. Okay, so each year, our officer team is tasked with picking the Officer of the Year. This is all on them. They vote on the person that they think has done the best job leading them, and we have no input on this. So this is solely this group up here. Probably one of the hardest years for them to pick. We've got a great group of kids this year, but this year we have our Officer of the Year is Cash Vidito.
Oh, hey. The Sulphur Springs FFA chapter has elected new officers for the 2022-2023 school year. It's my honor to announce the following names with what office they will serve for the next year. Will all the incoming officers please come stand in front of the podium? Our 2022-2023 advisor is Olivia Palacios. Our 2022-2023 Sentinel is Catherine Sardis. Our 2022-2023 reporter is Riley Carroll. Our 2022-2023 treasurer is Rebecca Stanley. Our 2022-2023 secretary is Cash Gamlin. Our 2022-2023 vice president is Cohen Bell. Our 2022-2023 president is Manny Schmidt. Maddie, as president-elect, you have been selected by our fellow members to be the leader of our chapter for the coming year. You are therefore responsible for guiding our chapter and its all worthy undertakings. May you work intelligently and seriously to fulfill the responsibilities of our office. Code. As the vice president-elect, you are to report our accomplishments and indicate throughout those qualities of leadership which we all should possess. You're to assist the president in directing the work of our chapter, preside over meetings in her absence, and keep all committees working effectively. Cash. As secretary-elect, you have been chosen to keep accurate minutes of our meetings and to carry on the chapter correspondence. You should provide the chapter with order of business and committee assignments for each meeting. You will also keep a list of members and record of degrees awarded and have custody of the Constitution and bylaws.
Rebecca, as treasurer-elect, you have been placed in a position of trust. Your duties require you to keep an accurate record of receipts and disbursements and provide regular financial reports. It is also your responsibility to assist in developing the chapter budget and maintaining sound financial practices. Riley, as reporter-elect, your duty is to inform the public about the FFA. You are expected to work closely with the news media, including state and national FFA publications. You should keep a record of photographs and articles published concerning the FFA and its members, and be responsible for compiling our FFA history.
Catherine, as Sentinel-elect, your duties include welcoming our friends, caring for meeting rooms and FFA equipment, and providing for the comfort of our members and guests. It is also your duty to assist in conducting meetings and ceremonies. Olivia, as advisor, your duty is to instruct students in leadership and personal development, build school and community support for the program, supervise chapter activities year-round, as well as encourage involvement of all chapter members.
It's an honor to be an officer in the FFA. From time to time during the year, we may encounter difficult problems, but through cooperation, hard work, and dedication, you'll succeed in the FFA. Will prosper. Do each of you accept the responsibilities of your office, and will you do your best to uphold the ideals and principles of the FFA? If so, answer, we do.
We do.
I now declare each of you properly and duly installed in the respective office in which you were elected. May your year of service be marked by integrity, dedication, and cooperation spirit. Seek harmony among your fellow officers and set high standards of leadership for all the chapter members.
I would like to express a special thank you to KSST for broadcasting our banquet tonight, and Ms. Tingle for taking pictures. I want to thank everyone here tonight for taking time out of your schedule to attend our banquet. Mr. Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should be transacted?
I have none, Madam President.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should now properly come before this banquet? We are about to adjourn our 84th annual Parent and Member Awards Banquet. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courageous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, join me in the salute to our flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I now declare the 84th Annual Banquet adjourned.
If you got an award tonight or a plaque, come up here, or a scholarship, come up here for a group photo so that we can have one big one and put it in the yearbook too. No, where you're standing.